guys, it's Mouse and this is my Q&A video. I've decided to take you guys on a bit of a hike while I do it because I figured it was more interesting and saved me sitting in the park and looking like a weirdo talking to my phone. So now I get to look like a weirdo walking through the bush on my own talking to my phone. I'm super classy like that. Yeah, so anyway, I wrote down some questions on an old pay slip because I was disorganized and forgot to pack a notebook. I always carry, well, I shouldn't say always because I actually didn't today, but I usually carry a notebook. So if I have any cool ideas or something I need to remember, oh, stairs by the way. Blech. Yeah, and now we're in a reserve. Yay, we're in the bush. Yeah, I carried them a notebook. Anyway, so the questions I got were actually kind of cool. There was one really weird one, but we'll get to that. And I guess I'll just start. So I got one from Sarah Sims, who goes by Nerdy Sims as well. I'll put that somewhere down below. And they ask, will I do a Sims 4 LP? Well, yes. Yes, I will be doing that. I intend on doing build videos and a first look, all of that stuff. And now we're on a hill. In retrospect, hike and vlogging, probably not a good idea, especially with a backpack. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. I want to do lots of Sims 4 stuff. But that isn't to say that I won't be doing Sims 3 things as well. I'm not going to just put the game down and forget it ever existed. Because it's really cool and I would miss it too much. And to be honest, I've spent a lot of money on it. Like a lot of money. Anyway. So here's the weird question. This one actually comes from Elite Haciendo. I'm going to sit, by the way. Okay. Okay, so Elite asks, if I could shove anything up my nose, what would it be and why? Bear in mind, I know this guy in person. He's a bit of a tool, but I love him to bits anyway. So, to you, good sir, my answer is I would like a mixture of nitrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. And the why is because I would like to stay alive. Thank you very much, good sir. Okay, and then we have one from, oh gosh, I know it's Corinne, and I think it's to do with an empty attic. I should have written that down. That's the only one that I didn't actually write down. It'll be below. Anyway, they want to know what my favorite Sims expansion is and why. They also have another question. So this is the hard one. I would have to say, having actually had all of the expansions now for a while, Into the Future is the one I would miss the most. And that is purely because of the windows. I know that sounds very silly, but I love those build items. They're just beautiful. And those counters, oh, love them to bits. So yeah, I would miss that way too much. But as for actual gameplay, I really like Generations. And purely for aesthetics, Seasons, I like having winter. I'm actually from a very cold state in Australia, and it's nice being able to actually have snow. So that's why I like it. Yeah, the other question, sorry, my favorite YouTuber. This is also a really hard question and a really good one, so thank you again. So I kind of had a bit of time to think about it, and I'd have to say outside of the simming world, it'd be Philip DeFranco. He is amazing. The amount of dedication he shows to his channel and all of the things he does, all of it, it's just amazing. And as for Sims, that would be James. Apparently I don't have the bike path, the hiking thing all to myself. Some random just walked past and gave me a very strange look. So yes, it's probably a good idea I'm up here and not in the park. So yes, where was I saying? Yes, James is an amazing simmer. I'm sorry to all of the other friends I have in the Sims community. You guys are also great, but James by far, he's just how to describe him? Dedicated, meticulous, perfectionist. The amount of stuff that he has on his channel, it's like it's his life. I think that's how he views it. It's his job. And the content he produces is just amazing. So I'd be very surprised if you guys don't know who he is. He's actually come up on 90,000 subscribers now, which is insanely awesome. So let's make this a congratulations James video as well. So yay James! I would totally give you a hug and a high five and all of that shit, but you're in Sydney and I'm in Tasmania, so c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Sailor Moon thing. Huh. God, I'm a nerd. Anyway, so that's all the questions I got. But I've decided to make some more, because why not? And I guess I'll tell you about the other games I play. And let's go for another walk while I do this, because it's coming up on me having to go back to work. Yeah, so I obviously play The Sims a lot. Like, probably more than what my family think I should, because I'm kind of addicted to it. But other than that, I really like the Pokemon franchise. I've got most of them, and my brother used to play them as well, which was really cool because he'd get one copy and I'd get the corresponding copy. So we used to be able to trade, and we actually had legit Mews. 2 legit Mews, 2 legit Celebies. They were on his cartridge, and you know what? They actually have an expiry date kind of thing. Like, if you don't actually put them in a Game Boy and, you know, play the game, no more. So I lost my Mew, and my brother is now dead to me. Not really. He's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so I play Sims, Pokemon, Final Fantasy franchise, love it to pieces. I actually cosplayed as Renoa for a convention earlier this year. Forgot to put the contacts in, so she had blue eyes, but whatever. That was super fun. I actually met another YouTuber at the convention. He is lovely as well. And why do I sim? I'm a very creative person. I like being able to make things all the time. Like, before The Sims, I actually used to just draw house plans, and I liked making little diorama shoebox houses for my Pokemon, because that was just what you did back in the day. Oh, this is really bright. That's better. Yeah, so yeah, it's just a way for me to express myself, and kind of like a de-stress thing. If things in real life aren't really going too great, at least I know that I can sit down on my computer and make my Sims' lives far more interesting and better than mine. Yeah, and I guess my last question shall be, video nearly over, guys, so you don't have to think, oh god, will this bitch ever shut up. Yeah, the best part about the community. There are so many good things about the community, but the most amazing thing is that everyone in the Sims community is so friendly. So friendly. Like, it's one of those places where if you say hello to someone, they're not going to be like, plebe, whatever. They actually will respond, and I think I'm making some really good friends. Yeah, so that's great. Simming has sort of become not just a solitary at home, you know, escape from the world thing, but more of a, I'm actually legitimately making friends through a game that I love, and it is fantastic. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to end this now because I'm actually coming up onto a public street, and I'm not quite ready to tell you exactly where I live, other than it's northern Tasmania. So that sort of narrows it down a bit, but that's where we shall end it. I will hopefully be a little bit more concise and less puffed out next time I do this. I want to do it a bit more often. I'm actually thinking I might even have a separate channel for all of this stuff. That'd be cool. Anyway guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I love you. Love you all. In the words of Philip DeFranco, love your faces. And I will see you at some point.